I'm presently on the road.
Awesome. You're welcome, everybody. Okay, continue, sir. I can hear you.
Yeah, so my trading so far, well, I think I joined last week.
Okay.
I think last week. So
Hey. Your voice is not clear.
So, what I realized is oh yeah, I like the fact that you okay.
You said what? You like the fact that what? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Your line is breaking. You said you like the fact that we do what?
Is it better now?
Yes, I can hear you now. You like the fact that we do what?
Yeah, is it better now?
Okay, I can hear you now. Yes. You can type it on the chat board so I can just interpret your chat. So I'll be able to answer to that. You can type it on the chat board if possible. And if you can still be audible, can hear me, or can as well admit yourself as well. Because I'm finding it difficult to hear you clear and sound. While we expect others to join, so we can move in good pace. Okay. Yeah, me too. Oh, awesome. You said you like the fact that we tell you guys when to exit trade before it SL. It helps you to minimize your loss. Oh, that's perfect. Awesome. That's good. I love that. That's good. That's a good feedback. That's a good feedback. Because we also notice that some people do not listen to that. One of the things you should know about forex trading is that you minimizes you at all costs. Try to what? Cut. Once you know you are wrong, do not hope again. That's one of the things we have gone wrong. Experience is all about experiences. Experiences we have gone through. We don't want newbies to go to them because while we are learning, we always are hoping. Don't hope. Once it violates what you want to put out there as a setup or whatever you're expecting, the market violated. Then just out and we start all over again. Just like someone that how would I say, someone that lost something. You've lost what you pressured. If you lost the precious stuff, then you let it go and then start all over again with the next thing. Exactly. That's how it works. It works. So we believe that many newbies, many people sometimes take signals do not always want to cut their losses. Hoping that I should come back. When it comes back to blue, well, possibly when it comes to some trader that will never comes to blue. Why some would drive into to break even during their weak test or pullback. That one is still advisable during their weak test or pullback. But in the most times, what is best is just what you cut your losses short because we traded for the week, right? And we won about 17 trades. We lost. We didn't even lose. We closed about 3, and with minimal losses, with minimal XL close on them without even eating our TP. Our TP was about 20 something pips, 22 or 70 pips, and we closed them in lesser pips, 10, 11 pips, which is very good. However, for me, my profit is still intact. My main profit on Monday and on Tuesday, I traded with you guys on Friday. The Friday one, it was the trade I picked personally. I didn't pick the one I sent to the JPY, the GBPJPY. I didn't pick that. I didn't pick that actually. So the one I was thinking is to give me a better end-to-end and a better, can you hear me? And a better SL, which I picked, NZDUSD. Hello, can you hear me? Emmanuel, can you hear me? Awesome. Yeah, I can hear me. Awesome. Which I picked. And virtually, we noticed that we entered early. But it's market selling actually. We are entering it by Sunday, but we will not enter. We'll look at the spread first before we send it in. Probably once the spread is down around that 1 or 2 a.m., the spread should be normalized. Then we can send it in because the market is selling, surely selling. It's a fucking short market, fucking and pretty short market. However, I noticed what happened because of we have much of consolidation around that place. So the market needs to break through and have a reset place for it to have a resistance. That place is too much for a resistance, so it needs to break through. That was what happened. So immediately the market candlestick closes above, I didn't know, oh man, I'm out of this market, man. So in the past we have always bought, be hoping and hoping. That's not how to trade. You don't trade like that. You just cut your losses, and of course, you maximize your profits. Once you still want to throw it through, which is the minimal, you are good to go. You don't need to be more greedy or anything else. So that is it. Thanks so much for that feedback, and so that is a good one. That's a good one as well as a very fantastic one because people do not always listen to that, and that's how you can grow as a trader. If you want to take this serious and you want to journey into this trading of a thing, you need to always learn how to cut your losses short and maximize your profit. Maximize your profit at times, except when market proves you or showing a sudden changes of structure. You can just go with the profit that you had. If it is 1-to-1, if it is 1-to-10, you can go with it. So as a matter of fact, the profit I made on Monday, so I'm Monday on Tuesday, is still intact. The losses I just closed them, was just minimal. Was not even up to 5% or 2% of my account. So that's exactly how to work. You still be profitable. That's how to trade. And you see that but if we have given that instruction and some people did not listen, that might have wipe all their profit away. We are profited on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Only Friday and then Friday we didn't even let it to hit our Excel. We ensure that we close it on time. So those profit alone should sustain you. But if you couldn't sustain, definitely, that I simply say something that if you are trading, it's not signal, it's not people that's calling, and it is you. People don't understand that fact, and it's until you begin to realize that and accept that possibility that it is me that I'm detecting. Also, something that trading is not a game or it's not a business that you look for clients or you look for customers. I've never thought about that before, and it's true. You don't look for clients or you look for customers. You look inwardly. You look inwardly. It is yourself. You are the determinant of what will happen in the market, of every reaction, emotions, and everything you're taking. It is you and yourself. It's a battle between you and yourself. So imagine someone like that. I was profitable Monday to Thursday, and the small closure on Friday, and then so saying, no, yeah, signals is not great. Come on. Can you imagine? People know. One of the things I say about signals is that even though you have 99% signal, which is not possible, people will still complain because trading is about yourself, no matter what. It's about you yourself. It's about your personality. I've seen it, people as always, just want it to be holy grail, even though which is not possible. You can never see 99% signal anywhere in the world. Because at times, market makers will just come with their stuff. Institutions, banks will just take away your stop loss or just drop a week for you with their crazy funds, and just take you out of the market. I tell my student that irrespective of your money you're putting in the market, if it is $1 million, you are still what? A retail trader. You are still a retail trader, of course, yeah. So that is exactly what it is. That is a nice feedback. And then, of course, we hope to work on push further for that. I hope other people to like that too, so that you guys can always maintain some of your profits. And that's the important thing. Because losses will always come, but are you profitable at the end of the day? For the week, I can say I'm profitable because the Monday and Tuesday I traded, I made a profit. I didn't trade on Wednesday and Thursday. I don't trade every day actually. And the Friday one, it was already, I knew it's going to be a very fantastic trade for me because it's a good setup. However, I was already doubting it during the hour of the time because it was Friday and I was already seeing that new session has opened. Yet they did not give. If I waited a bit for confirmation on our entry, we'll have closed that trade in minus 11 pips or so. I was just like, let's catch it at a sniper. That's why sometimes sniper will hurt you. It will hurt you. It will hurt you at times. Sniper will hurt you at times to pay you because you're able to catch much more pips and much more rich reward. If you hit a sniper, you can catch up to 1 to 3 or 4 or 5 rich reward, depending on that trade. But if you entered at confirmation, you only catch at least maybe 1 to 2, or so you should have reduced. So I was hoping that we can catch it at sniper. The confirmation was not too strong for me. Actually, I saw it. Confirmation was not too strong. So it gave us an M pattern, but the M pattern has not really confirmed fully yet. But we just entered a sniper thinking once it goes direction and we test, we can further add the position. For me, that's what I do. Once it goes and we test, I'll add more positions and all like that. So very, very quick, let me give you tips about how to, so that you can use our signal more profitably. I really appreciate your joining. For everyone that joined, I appreciate it. And those that are watching later on, I hope you do not miss, so that you can watch. You don't miss much, but if you can get a recording, fine. That will be good for you. Are we together, guys? Can you hear me, Manuel? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Manuel? Are we together? Can you hear me? Awesome. I love to hear feedback. Awesome. So on that, let me give you a tips on that. Okay, this is what the topic says: how to profit with our signals, and of course some of our strategies. Okay, any other thing you want to say aside from that before I go into some wrap up stuff? Any other thing? That is it, right? Okay. You have another thing? There's none. Let me know so we can just go into 1 or 2 for today, and of course call it a day. Then tomorrow we should be looking at. Okay, you want to say something?
Yeah. I don't know. Is my voice clear now?
Okay, yeah, it's better now.
Okay, so there was a time you dropped a good signal. I think that was like last week or this week, early this week?
No, I don't think so.
So
we didn't do good this week. No, that was last week. Yeah, it was
last week. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think should I say the parameters? The prices dropped. I was looking at it on my chart.
Okay.
It was not.
Sometimes,
yes, it was not corresponding and all that.
That's why it's always good. Sometimes, we check many pairs. Anyone that comes to us, our setup, and is active for launching, sometimes we might even check the price for this year. So that's a good one. Thank God that you're able to correct about the price on Friday. One of the trade we dropped, you have to tell us that the price somehow said, so we have to correct that. So it'll be a good one. Once you guys notice that, just call attention to it. Oh, the price they're entering or the hairstyle, so that we can just do the adjustment. Sometimes because we don't want to miss that spot. Now, market is funny. In a second, it can move in 30 pips. And that we have gone. So in that something, some of you that are always active online. There are some of you that will come after 30 minutes to see the signal. So some of you that are always come online, we want you get to benefit to benefit on that at the moment. So at the moment, once it's come to the entry zone and the convention is there for us to launch, it can move in 30 or 40 pips. It's really good. Bim, and before they just come to reverse. By the time you are entering at reverse and just cut you apart, you think, we're not profitable. Yes. Those who saw it earlier and how it came in earlier have made profit with it. So that's why sometimes we actually have some of those glitches. It will be of good if we can always have a callback on them. Oh, check it well. You think it's not and if on those few cases, so we can always make possible adjustment. Thank you so much on that notification and on some of those small little glitches. Thank you. Okay, that's for that. Okay, let me make this announcement. Every Sundays, I don't know, we used to have a market outlook, live trading market outlook every Sundays. That one is for everybody in the community group and as well VIPs. And I guess one of our VIPs have not been joining lately. We always advise you guys to join them, everybody. Okay, so even though you have paid or you did pay, everyone, so that you can always have an insight about the market. We can analyze as many as up to 15 market trades. That's for tomorrow evening. So we analyze after, so we know what the market are coming to do for the week. So at times, probably if we do not send signals, few signals, perhaps some of those ones you have analyzed, you see a better entry and you feel you can take them comfortably, you will lose your money. You can, of course, or you can use it as a guidelines for your own strategies, while you learn from there for your own days, while you learn from there, because the signal that confirms that what confidence taking will help you to confirm your setup, helps you to confirm your trading strategies and your expertise in the market. Okay, all right. So it does a lot. By the time you're saying buy, and the signal is confirming buy, and it eventually goes buy, and you make about 170 pips. you're good. You're getting there. You see, and you know, your setup is confirming. That is all of the things that will help you, and it will go a long way for you. Okay. So that is for that, and that is on that. So I urge everybody to always partake. That is tomorrow evening, partake into the market outlook, live trading market outlook, where we look into all the pairs and we take questions, whenever you're having challenges about price action, having challenges about any areas, we take questions and we address them. We address everybody's questions. We address everything one after the other accordingly. Okay, and that's what we do on Sunday evening. But this one is strictly for VIPs alone. So that we want to get a feedback of how you guys are doing with your account. Are you guys making progress or not? Because it's possible that you can be receiving good signals and yet you're not. I tell people, I know. We know these things, you know. You know, this is not the first you have been doing. You know, if you have been doing something, you will keep hearing, you know, people are falling. There's no way. You will see experts give you yet. You see people say, oh no, I don't. Are you? How come? How are you doing it? Just like someone. Let me set an example. You want to write an exam and you're giving an expo. All of you are giving an expo out of 10 people. Of course, even though you're giving expo, do you agree with me that even though you're giving expo, some people still not pass? Do you agree with me? Hello guys, do you agree with me? Can you mute yourself and speak? Do you agree that even though you're giving expo, all of you in the class, we're giving expo, yeah, begin to do it, this is new expo. Answer to the thing exactly, accurately. Do you agree with me that some people will still not pass? Do you agree with me, sir? Yes, I agree. Awesome, perfect, awesome. Yes, you all agree, perfect. Why? Is there any intelligence you can bring out from that? Why? Why is it that everyone will still not pass? Why? Please, I need that intelligence. Why? Why is it that even though I give out expo to everybody in the class, and I'm the lecturer, perhaps, I give out the expo, and why is it that I have some who will still not pass? You can almost say, speak, sir. Why do you think that some people will still not pass, even despite giving them the expo and the everything, you know, just download and then submit? Why is that some people will still not pass?
Okay, so basically, I believe sometimes it depends on their psychology. That is one. And sometimes it depends on how they are. Depends on how smart they are.
Smartness, psychology, okay. Intelligence.
So, yes. So it depends on how smart they are. Sometimes you have the whole answer right in front of them, and they might not be able to download it into their own answer script because they might not know how to put it. Okay. Something like that.
Awesome. That's a key point. That's a key fantastic point. So it means that even the expo is being given to you, it still boils down to you. To you be able to use the expo. That is to say that if a template about success is given to you, how you will convert that success, how you will go about that, it still lies in your hands. That's exactly what you're talking about, right? Which is fantastic, good. So it's more or less like we're giving us expo into the market. Yet, some people will still buzz in your hands. How you will go about this expo? How you will go about it? It's still your hands. It's still your smartness. See your intelligence, you know, that's exactly what you do. And if you want to relate that into the market, number one thing you talk is psychology, which I love that so much. You answer the question perfectly well. Psychology, which is fine, because if you are giving this expo and market is not going yet into your favor direction, you're already close, but in any close, and you're still uploading. Market is moving. Boom, boom, you have to enter again. I remember about 60 to 70 people, you couldn't catch much. You're heading into pocket small. You're thinking you want to wait so I can catch more. I thought you are out already. Bam, 1, 2, 3, there. Now you're still not holding. And I know it was, you're not dreaming. And you went up losing. I'm like, you didn't blame that on us. No, this is you. Allah, I see, seriously. It's funny, you know, these are the things we personally know, and we know the fact that we just felt there should be some feedback so that we can help some people in those areas. You just need help, you just need psychology help and some of that tips helps, you know. Not everybody knows how to use signals, not everybody knows how to maximize signals, and of course to themselves. You know, we have guys that have been with us for doing lifetime membership. So if those guys are not using it for them, they won't want to go for lifetime now. Of course, we have guys with lifetime membership. We have guys with 6 months. We have guys with 1 year. So those guys are doing well with it. That's why they could say, okay, I'm not cool with 1 month. I want to go further. I want to do 6 months with you guys. I want to do 1 year. I'm just comfortable. You guys are doing fantastic well. I'm making profits. And the guy, just one of the guys that it works is a 95%. Even though at his first time, whenever he sees it, he still come online to pick it up and he set his stuff and he makes profits. So, he got back to me, it's not January, he said he wants to do 1 year. That is more, guys, they have been making a lot of profit. I was like, really? Oh, that's good. There's a lot of crazy profit, man. I want to extend something like that. I want to come into VIP and just extend, do a lot of 1 year with you guys. At least let's see how it goes. If I can be making profits with monthly or being on the free signals, of course, I can definitely make much more. People like that, do the job, done 1 year lifetime membership like that. So I believe not everybody that definitely knows how to how to make use of it, maximize, make a lot from it, and stuff much more like that. So if anyone is there, I will always urge that they reach out to support so we can be of help in that area for them, and of course be able to help them as the best we can do. So that's for that. Anything that happens, anything that's been given to you, whenever you have expo, it is still boiled down to you. So for those watching this replay, I want to say this, that if you're given a signal, it is you, because it's just like saying, now your hand, you take enter my you take press them. Now your hand, even though you're given the template and everything, now your hand and your psychology that you're using, your psychology is still in place. Your mind is still in place. Even though you're giving the accurate signals, your mind, everything is still in place. For example, that's to close and you're still thinking, and you're still open. Though your open might be right. You might hope today, and still goes by, yeah, you'll be happy. If you hope tomorrow, it might be that it will wipe your account. And you will not say what? You will not be crying, or you will not say, no, it's not. I don't know anything about market. I know the market is quite crazy. Sometimes when you make a decision, you still can favor you, or it may not favor you. Sometimes make a decision, it seems to favor you. Like, wow, yes, market is like two-edged sword. Sometimes to favor you, sometimes to hurt you, it will harm you, to send you back to the village. Like sometimes you just look good. Wow, thank God I never closed. Really good, fine. Another time, oh, thank God I closed. There. That's exactly how it works. So it's always good for instructions to be obeyed and all stuff like that. Thank you so much. Okay, let me give you a tips on how you can maximize some of those signals as an individual. Number one tips is this. I don't know how people enter that trade. You guys should have what we call risk management strategy and how you enter the trade, risk management on each and every one of these stocks. You should have a proper risk management on them. Now, firstly, I don't know the account you guys trade. If you are trading a $10,000 account or $1,000 account, firstly is to divide. You should always be after percentage of a thing, not money. This market is about percentage game, not money game. People always think I want to make all that with it. No, percentage. If you are doing percentage, you will last long in the market, you will make more money, and you'll be fine in the long run. But if you are pursuing money, for example, imagine you have $100 or $10. You are pursuing money, you put that account. $10 is not in the market. $100. But if you make from with $100, if you make 10, if you make $10, that's about 10%. Do that mathematics on a $1,000 account or on the $100K. That's about 10K. You're just a big boy, man. But people will not say into that. You will think because it's $10 on $100. If you can just do that alone, even banks, they're willing to invest in you. You're a fantastic person. You'll be doing that monthly alone. You're a fantastic person. And be consistent with this. You are fantastic. They will tell you, guy, man, you're doing well, man. You're consistent with this, you're doing well. But people say, because we always see it as a dollar, as a money figure, and not a percentage game, we get to always lose a lot. So if you want to enter a trade first, you should always, before the market opens on Monday, I would advise every one of you to do this. Your account you're trading at the moment, go now and go and ask yourself, do the percentage. If your account is $100, do the percentage of 1% of $100 is what? 2% of $100 is what? How much do I want to risk? How much can I afford to risk? If you now do the percent is what? $50. This is $50. So if you now do the percent, and you now know, okay, if I should lose 1% or 2%, am I comfortable for the day or for when you trade? Am I comfortable? For example, now, Let me say you have a $5,000 account, you are trading a prop firm, a 5K. Now, 1% of 5K is $50. You ask yourself, am I comfortable losing $50 on this account? How much dollar did they give me to have for a day? So you already know your drawdown. So you ask yourself, how much is not comfortable? So you already know that you have $50 to lose. Therefore, not the $50, you not determine what? You not determine your lot sizes. If I open how many lot sizes will it meet me? If I open how many lot sizes with how many stop loss, will it eat $50? Now, for example, if you open 0.10 with 50 pips, that only one trade will clear your $50. For example, that trade not go your favor to clear you off. That's only one position you can open. That means if I'm to open that, I have to divide my 0.10 to 0.5. That means if I want to use 50 pips lot size, which is not advisable, that's too wayward. That's too out of it. 50 pips stop loss is too out of it. Maximum is for a day trader, it should be 30 pips. Maximum. Average is around 20 pips, and that's fine. Good. So that is for that. So that's how you would definitely be able to what? You know your risk management, your appetite, your lot size. I think if you look at, you guys should have received your document. From the document, we actually give a precision on how you can trade on stop losses you can use. And some of those your accounts. Some of you guys trade personal accounts, which is $100, $200, $400, $500, $2,000, $10,000. Their personal accounts is very cool and fantastic. You can always make your decision on them without any rules, regulations, or restriction, which is fantastic. Best way to start a trading journey is with your personal account, because you can lose it and you'll be comfortable. Because once you grow to become advanced, that's why I advise people to always give a profile. Profile is good for people that are advanced because they will give you strict rules and crazy regulations that will not fit your style or fit your this. So you have to be adjusting, and then it just fits them so I can blow it off. Once you blow it off, they will chop your money. They'll chop your money. So that's what Profem does. They chop a lot of money. A lot of amateurs, beginners go for it a lot and they never passed. Or either they passed one and never even passed second. So it's crazy and it sucks. It's crazy and it sucks. So that is for that. So you divide your lot sizes and know how many entries. For me, I can have 2 to 3 entries. First entering 0.50, 0.50 or 0.1 size. Once I already know how much I want to lose, then I divide my lot sizes into 2 to 3 entries. The first one, once it goes in my direction and we test, then bam, we enter the second one. If you already give us another opportunity again, the third one, then we'll see it off. As market is going, we need to what? Close and then look at this SL closer. Once you see our 1 to 2 reach word or 1 to 2, we close, we're fine. That's it. Because that's how to trade, you'll be profitable. Because of not all trades will always goes your way. Yes, it's just like the one on Friday. We had to enter at a sniper and we have to opt out in minus 12 pips or 11 pips. Loss. But the profit we have made is still there. I mean, it's never robbed away our profit. So that's how it's been done. So that's exactly how it's been done. I hope that keeps definitely up so that in our next stuff you can always do better. So that's for that. Any other stuff? That's for that. Any other stuff? Let me quickly share. Okay, let's do a recap of that trade now. Now this trade. Okay, let's see. Awesome. Yeah, we had our. Are you there? Can you hear me, sir? Are you there? Can you hear me? Hello, sir. Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Okay, let me share my screen.
Yes, sir.
Also,
yes, I can hear you, sir.
Let me share my screen first. I'm just checking. Let me share my screen first. And just share this and let's see. Let's share my screen. Can you see my screen? Okay, can you see my screen, guys? Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? Hello, sir. Can you see my screen? Hello, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen now. I can see your screen.
This was a trade. I also traded this with you guys, and then we lost it. We had our entry somewhere here because we are entering somewhere here, this place, because we had a resistance, about 4 to 5 resistance. However, I was already thinking otherwise. I knew this is a sell market, but I was already thinking, resistance is overdue. We're just waiting for because if you have waited for the candlestick confirmation, we won't have lost this. We lost it, is it? You are able to catch my TP here. Once it gets here, I'll opt out because this is under resistance point. I need to opt out here. We enter somewhere around here or so. So I have to, if I've waited for the thing to confirm, we would have lost that game. I've seen it clear that it's not going in our direction. So we had our entry somewhere around here. After I did the double top, this I had my first entry around here. This is when I sent the signal around this place. So we entered. If I waited for this candle to come and then do another push up here, entered here will be fine. Then our stop loss can be here, it will be fine. Then you should definitely come back here. But we didn't wait for it to take away this low, come to take away this low, and then probably we test. Any more we test, I went out. I even put my stop loss here or here. Depending on if you have the mind, you can put it here. I have the mind. I always love to use less. And if you don't have the mind, it's just best to be here. If you have the mind, I don't mind. You can weak out, can be weak out. You have the mind, because I have the mind. Of course, if I'm weak out, I don't mind. I can still enter again, see, and I win it off back again. Sorry. Okay, sorry.
Can't hear you.
Sorry, are you there? Sorry, I'm back. Can you hear me, guys? I'm back. Sorry.
Yes, I can hear you.
Awesome. So we had it. So that was how. Immediately saw this push. Oh, I already knowing that something is going on. I saw this already. I opted out here. This candle, see, this candle closes ahead of this. I knew something is going on. It's going, yeah. It shows a strong bullish. Yeah, you understand candlesticks, which is what we teach our mentorship students. We taught them candlestick confirmation and understanding of candlesticks a lot. We taught them different universal candlesticks, so other stuff. They are very good at it for mentorship students. That is in the mentorship group, not the VIP group. So they understand all this stuff. So when I saw that, I knew I just opted out in something lesser pips, and then I was still in good profit. So by the time we are entering the week, we'll make it back crazily. So that was how we lost the market. So it's still selling, but the selling will have to reach here so can sell. Now it will have to come here. I wait for it to come here, somewhere around here. So right here, this is a resistance. This is a resistance. You have to come and do the top resistance. Yeah. Then I wait for it to come and sell. I wait to come and sell. Somewhere around here. And yeah, I should even set my alarm. Once it's come here, my alarm should inform me. Let me set my alarm somewhere around here. So if market comes there, we should be selling. So I will advise all these things to be active. All this to be active for Friday, for Sunday, opening of the market. We might send signals in. As far as on Sunday night because of what that is coming. This one we lost. It's still a good, short market. So once it comes there, we should be shorting strongly, and it will definitely come from here. It should stop here or come here. It will be a strong one, and it will definitely make it mad. This is where I'll be expecting a bit push like this. We're expecting a sell market with a good push, with a good confirmation. This time around, it must give us formation candle, and it will be very, very clear. Even though it doesn't get clear, we'll still be fine. Because of what? That point is a strong zone. You see, that point is a strong zone. It's a point I know already from my experience, from everything I know already. I don't even need to worry myself. And once I can put my stop loss at back, I know it will be safe. Once my stop loss can be at somewhere around here, I know it will be safe. Somewhere around here, after I head this hand, I know I'll be fine. Here or somewhere around here, I know I'll be fine. No matter what, it will never. That week me out. So once it comes here, my stock can be around here or 22 pips, 70 pips or so, anything will be fine. So that is our last. So you guys should get ready for Sunday evening. Yes. You might be sending in signals because of this setup. We lost this one. We locked out actually 11 pips on Friday, and we should get ready to sell by Sunday. Once the market opens on Sunday, you get ready to sell. Do you have any questions, sir? Before we call this off? You have any questions, sir? Any question concerning what I've just explained? Any question?
Yes, sir.
What's the question, sir? Yes, sir.
So, answers the question. So when you say scalp only, does it mean that we should open multiple positions like on a trade?
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, that's good. Once you hear scalp only, it means if you are the type that is open 2 or 3 positions, just open one. Scalp only, you cannot determine. You just say, my matter, I want to catch 20, 30 pips. It may not only trade you see that you don't put a certain on it. It's too scalp. You can't determine how much you can go. But once you see we don't put, we are so sure that this is it, because most times they are not trend market. It's a trend market that we don't put scalp only there. Once market is a trend, not that this trend, any trend market will always push forward, but of course will always go further and further and further. Once it's not a trend market, but you're doing a counter trending, you don't expect much from a counter trend market. I used to tell my students, we don't expect much. It's a statement that we must always bring their notes. Do not expect much from a counter trend market. It can show us to go in 5 pips or 10 pips and just fast. Sometimes it might even go 50 pips. If I counter trend market, you can't expect much, and you just bam and begin to follow the direction. But if it is a trend market, you are certain that what, of course, you definitely milk above 30, 40, 50, and 60 pips above. Because of what, it will definitely continue to follow the trend. That's why when we throw in a scalp, we don't see a trend market opportunity, just a scalp opportunity. Just throw it in and we say scalp. So you don't end up with scalping. The market is very to reverse. Just wipe you out, and then it's not a market. So most time when you say scalp, it's not meant to hold much, and it's not meant to open more positions. It's just meant to maintain yourself, watch the market very well. Once you make minimum profit, sometimes those scalps might even turn to be, they might be a turn of the market structure changes. Sometimes scalp will just go from being a scalp will just turn. Maybe it's just a scalp will buy. You just turn to sell. Taking away the high, then turn to something else. It happens sometimes like that. So it's happened like that. So it's always a good one. Any other questions aside from that? Is that all?
I think that's all.
Perfect. If you have any questions tomorrow, session 2, there will be by 7:30 as well tomorrow. It's for everyone, including the free group as well, so you can join us and ask all your questions. We are glad to attend to every one of them and help you guys in this journey. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me tonight. I appreciate and then value you all. Cheers and peace out. See you tomorrow, same time, same venue, same hour. Peace out, guys. Cheers.